I attract money, wealth is in my reach. I got everything I want and everything I need. I keep my mind open, abundance overflows. I budget right and I know where all my money goes. I am debt free and money works for me. Money in my sleep, a magnet for...
Hey, what up, Kingdom Builders? Welcome back to my channel. I am 𝗪𝘂𝗵𝗵, your favorite business strategist in these internet streets. Welcome to Soul Struck Land. This is my internet home where I help you to go from confused to the cash generating boss that we both know you are meant to be. In today's video, I am giving you my exact step-by-step framework to build a profitable online business. So the reason why Soul Struck Republic, Entrepreneur You, Kingdom Coins exist is because there are a lot of shocking statistics out there that represent the reality for most women entrepreneurs. So 67% of women entrepreneurs make less than $25,000, yes, I said $25,000 annually in their business. Even more disheartening than that is less than 6% of women entrepreneurs actually make it to the six-figure mark. And so I wanted to create this video today to walk you through my Purpose to Profits blueprint. It is the exact 7-step process that I use inside my business accelerator for how to build a profitable, sustainable online business. So I want to go ahead and jump into the framework. As you can tell, today's video is a little bit different from my normal videos, but I'm going to actually map out the step-by-step framework that you need to implement in order to get to the 6 figures. So this right here, if you cannot tell, my wonderful drawing, and let me bring the camera in a little bit so you guys can see this clearly. All right, there we go. So I want you to picture this beautiful pink ladder right here, right? And I want you to imagine that down here at the bottom, this is where you are now, right? This is your current state, whether you're thinking about starting a business, maybe you've already started a business, but you haven't gotten clients yet. Maybe you've gotten your first couple of clients already, but your income isn't consistent and predictable. This is where you are now. And up here at the top of the ladder, my friend, my beautiful sisters and Kingdom Builders, this is your sustainable business. I can't write and spell at the same time. But up here is where you have predictable, consistent income, and you know you have a profitable business model. So how do you get from here to here? I'm gonna give you the tea. I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, no, really. I'm joking, but I'm serious. All right, so the first step in being able to build a profitable online business is it all starts with purpose, okay? And some of you may be wondering, like, Ebony, what do you mean by purpose? It should be the root of your business, right? So right now it's so popular for people to want to think like, well, I want to build a 6-figure business. I want to have a 7-figure business. I want to make money online, because that is what everyone preaches. That is what everyone teaches. And that is all that you see on social media. But the secret sauce, the secret recipe to being able to build a sustainable online business is it starts with your purpose. You have to find your sweet spot, leverage the things that you're good at, and hone in on your zone of genius in order to find something that makes sense for you to build a business around. Often what people do is like I did with my first hair company. The very first business that I had is I went into it solely because I saw other people making money in it, and I felt like I would be able to make money too, right? If there's coins to get, I just want a little bit of those coins. But that's actually the wrong approach to take when you're building a business. You want to hone in on your purpose sweet spot, your talents, the strengths that you have, your zone of genius. Look into your background, your work history, your education, and build your business model around your strengths, around your zone of genius, around the things that you're good at. And number one, it's going to make it easy for you to work in your business, to show up and do something that you love every day. You're going to be able to produce results because it's your sweet spot, right? It's that thing that you're good at. So once you know what your sweet spot is, then the next thing that you have to do is you have to find your big promise, right? I like to call it the promised land. Over here in Soul Struck Land, you know we love us some God, and so I always like to think of promise as your promised land. This is where you're taking people to. Another way to look at this is like, what problem are you solving in the world? What frustration are you alleviating using your purpose sweet spot, right? See how this builds on this. Once you know what your purpose sweet spot is, you know what problems you're solving, you know what promised land you're getting people to, which leads us to the next step in the process, which is your pulpit. And so what do I mean by pulpit? Once you know what your purpose sweet spot, you know your zone of genius, what you're good at, you know what problem you solve when you're tapped into your purpose, the next step is to identify your pulpit of people. These are the people that benefit the most from the problem that you're solving with your promise. This is the people that you're actually taking to that promised land, right? So your pulpit is literally all about tapping into the people that you are meant to serve. The reason why I like to use the word pulpit is because I think about it like church. Like for me, when I go to church, every Sunday when my pastor is preaching, I feel like he is talking to me, right? And the reason why that is because my ears are tuned to his voice and his message, and the messages that he's communicating are meant to resonate with me because I'm a part of that pulpit. And I know I'm using a church reference, but the truth of the matter is when you're operating in your purpose sweet spot, and you're taking people to a promised land, there is a specific group of people. There's a specific pulpit that's tied to your purpose. That your purpose in life is to lead those people to this promised land. All right? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Hopefully this is all making sense to you now. So you want to make sure that you tap into your purpose. You find that promised land that you're taking people to. You identify the people that you're supposed to take to the promised land. And then the next step in the process is product. Now, I want you guys to notice that we are all of the way up to step number 4. And I'm just now mentioning a product. And the reason why I want to point this out is because this is where so many people go wrong. Most people start here at product, right? They create a product and then they try to go figure out what people they want to sell it to, or they try to figure out how they can use it to solve a problem, right? And maybe there is no problem. Maybe there's no need. So this is the mistake that a lot of people make, is they try to put the product first, when the foundation of your business should be your sweet spot, right? It should be your purpose sweet spot, you honing in on what it is that you have to offer to the world. All right, with the product, basically this is where you create, I'm using the word product, but this is pretty much going to be your products, your services. It could be digital products, it could be online courses, it could be speaking opportunities, right? Your product is whatever service, product offer you are going to be selling to your pulpit in order to fulfill a promise and take them somewhere, right? So your product is the fourth step, creating a signature product that people want and that people need. Once you have your product, the next step is to identify your platform. In order to sell your product, you have to have a platform. You have to have some type of online visibility, offline visibility for where you can connect with your pulpit, where you can tell them about your products and services so that you can start to make money, right? When it comes to building your platform online, what I always recommend to people is to find two places where you can connect with your pulpit, right? These are the people that you're taking to the promised land. So what I always recommend is two platforms. Choose one platform that is a short form way to connect with them, right? So this is a place where like your interaction with them is going to be frequent but very short, quick, right? So a short form platform may be something like Twitter, maybe something like Instagram, where people are getting bite-sized content from you, where people are interacting with you in a quick way. And then you also want to have another platform that's more long form that really allows you to cultivate your relationship. It really allows you to build that know, like, and trust factor with your audience. So a long form platform to be able to communicate with people would be something like if you have a blog where people actually go to the blog to read your content. If you have a YouTube channel like me, YouTube can be a long form type of content. Having an email list where people are inviting you into their private space, into their personal inbox to continue the conversation and get to know you and learn more about your business, right? So those are some examples of long form platforms. There's so many other options out there. Those are just the examples that I can think about on the top of my head. So once you have your platform in place, the next step is one that so many people overlook, and this is what has a lot of people unable to get to profits, right? This is about validating your business model, okay? So this is a step that a lot of people actually skip and don't even think about. They come up with an amazing product and they're like, oh my God, this is amazing. I have to put this out, right? And just because you think your product is amazing doesn't mean the world is going to think it's amazing too. So that's why the proof it stage is so important. This stage is all about validating your offer, seeing if your offer is something that people actually want and need. It's about you being able to validate your messaging, to make sure that you're communicating your offer to the world in the right manner. And it's also about validating your pulpit, so that you know that you're communicating the right message to the right group of people for the right product, okay? This is why the proof it stage is so important. Once you've gone through all of these steps, this is where you get to this money, okay? This is where you get to profits. And to get here, all you have to do is implement a launch strategy so that you can actually let people know that your business is open to the world. People can go buy your stuff, but you don't want to just publish a website, right? You don't want to just publish a website, drop that thing like it's hot, and expect people to come. You want to implement a specific launch strategy so that people know when your offer is coming. People know they're getting excited. You're building anticipation so that when your store opens, that people are ready to run to your store and consume all your stuff, right? All right, so this, my friend, is your step-by-step system for being able to build a profitable business. This is going to take you from where you are now, whether you just have an idea, you're in ideation mode, whether you have launched but you haven't been able to get clients in the past, or maybe you've already launched and you've had success getting a few clients here and there, but it's not consistent. This is your blueprint to getting to that sustainable business, that predictable, consistent income. So if you want my help deep diving on all or any of these 7 steps, then make sure you check out the pinned comment below. I will leave the link to my business accelerator where I walk you through each one of these steps, holding your hand every step of the way so that you can build your profitable business. So make sure you check out the pinned comment below so that you can click the link and sign up to join me inside the Kingdom Coins Business Accelerator, where I will walk you through each one of these steps to building a sustainable online business step by step. I'm there helping you out, holding your hand every step of the way. All right, so click the link in the pinned comments and I will see you guys in Kingdom Coins. See you on the inside. Bye, y'all.